Hey Facebook, welcome to Life with Annie. My name is Annie and this is my life. And I thought that since the schools in our area are starting back on Tuesday, that I would just do a couple little lunch type ideas for you. And our mornings are so stressful when you, and this applies to school kids or getting, adults out. I'm doing this for me and Matt right now because we don't have any kids in the house. But I remember when my kids were little, I always tried to make at least the first week of school kind of really special. We're making the hot breakfast and everything, and after a while the hot breakfast kind of went away and cereal became real prominent. But I just think it's good to try to make your mornings a lot easier so that you don't have to get up and you're not scrambling for this and looking for that, and then you can't find your keys and your kids are fussing, I don't want this sandwich, I don't want that sandwich, I want this, and then they're fighting. So if you do a few things ahead of time, I think that might alleviate some of that morning stress. So what we're doing here is we're going to make some peanut butter and jelly and some peanut butter and honey sandwiches. I've got right here, and I know that a lot of people just take their peanut butter and spread it on one side and their jelly and spread it on the other side. But I like to put mine in a bowl and mix it all together. So what I've got here is some peanut butter and some grape jelly that I'm going to mix together. And then in this bowl, and you can leave, chunks of the jelly in there if you like that. In this one, I'm just going to do peanut butter and honey. And then what's going to make this so easy for you is you're going to make multiple sandwiches and you're going to freeze them. And then, when you get up in the morning, your kids can grab a sandwich out of the freezer, and depending on when they have their lunch, it should be thawed, in plenty of time. Plus it'll be like an ice pack sort of to keep anything else in their lunch bag cool. The only thing I say is make sure your school allows you to send peanut butter sandwiches, because you know how kids trade. I know some schools don't allow it because of the nut allergies, and then some schools do allow it, but they have like a special table or section where the kids with the allergies have to sit. So just make sure, I'm sure you know all the rules with your schools. So alright, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spread. I think I'm going to use this little spreader here. I'll just do one of each, and then I'll show you how we're going to package these up. And I'm just using just white bread. Let's set this down so I can spread it better. You can cut these out in cute little shapes. You can, because you buy the little peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in the freezer section anyway, the little round ones that you pay, a good bit of money for, and you don't know what they actually used for those sandwiches. So let's see, let me grab this. And I'm going to write honey on this. So I know that this one has peanut butter and honey. And Matt's actually been eating a lot of peanut butter lately, so this will work out good for us. And I'm kind of craving peanut butter and something lately, so I've got 3 different variations here. And, oops, I already had some bread out. So I'm going to go ahead and put some peanut butter and grape jelly on this one. spread that around. And then I had already written grape on some of these. And if you have people in your family that like strawberry, you know, whatever kind you like. And then what you do, you can either, if you use up your entire bag of bread, you can put these sandwiches back into the bread bags. Or I have a freezer bag here, and I made some peanut butter and blackberry jelly. Matt likes those also. So I've already made some of those, and you can do individual bags, like if you have a child that only eats peanut butter and grape, and you can just mark that Charlie's lunch sandwiches, and that'll be for Charlie. And then if you have another one that likes peanut butter and honey, you can put Dominic peanut butter and honey, and then they can go in the freezer. You'll have their name on it. They can grab a sandwich out and throw it in their bag, in their lunch box. So, and I would probably keep these in there for about 2 to 4 weeks. I don't know. I lost my train of thought there. I've not ever done this, so this is going to be a new experiment for me, but they sell the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in the store. So we're going to try it, but I probably, if they last, I probably would guess about, you know, no more than 4 to 6 weeks at the most. So I'm going to set this aside because I've got enough to make one more of each sandwich, and then I'll add it to our bag there. We'll just put this over here. Okay. And then, let's get this last little pieces of bread. Hey, Melissa. So that you can kind of give a variation on your sandwiches for the kids. You know, they probably get tired of the same old boring sandwich all the time. So you can maybe do a wrap. So I got some little soft tortilla shells. These are the flour ones. And you may want to cut these down if you have smaller children, but I think this will be plenty big for Matt. And I've got Duke's chicken salad sandwich. Our Bilo down here, our grocery store, sells a pretty good deli chicken sandwich, but they didn't have any when I went to the store. So I got the Duke's brand. It's the same Duke's that makes the mayonnaise. And I'm just going to spread some chicken salad over the tortilla shell. Now these I would not freeze. These I would just make, you know, if you know you're going to have a couple of lunches. I probably would just make these last minute the night before, and then they can just grab them out in the morning. So we've got our chicken salad on there. And I'm going to put a little bit of lettuce, and I just bought the pre-shredded lettuce just to save a little more time. And then I'm just going to put a little bit, I like to season my lettuce. Just a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper on there. And just roll it up. You can put whatever you want in these wraps. And I've got some plastic wrap here to wrap my wrap. And then you could, you know, cut it in little diagonals or cut it in half, whatever you want to do. I don't know the way schools are now, if you can take a plastic knife to school. I don't know what the rules are, because when I went to school, we were using like clay tablets and rocks. So I don't have any clue. I know that the world has changed so much though, so just check with the rules, and I'm sure you all know what your school will allow and what they won't allow. So I made one earlier with turkey. This one has mayonnaise, turkey, deli turkey, pepper jack cheese, and then some of the lettuce. So I made a couple of those just to show you an alternative to the typical sandwich. And let me mark this. This is chicken salad, and this is turkey. Okay, so I'm gonna set these aside, and like I said, I would not freeze those. I guess you could try. Definitely wouldn't put the lettuce in the freezer, but you can try if you want to. I'm gonna just do those like the night before. I don't mind my lettuce being in mine. If you do, you may want to separate it. If you're sending something that has mayonnaise in it, you can either put them, and you don't like the mayonnaise on there until the very last minute, you can put some in a little disposable container, or I guess you could put some in a little bit of plastic wrap or foil or something that can just be tossed. I'm all about just not bringing home a bunch of dishes to wash. You know, that just, then your sink piles up and you got another mess on your hands. Okay, so we got our sandwiches done there. I'll set all these back here. And I thought we could do like pre-package up our little fruit. And Matt said he wanted some grapes. So we went to the store and we got some grapes last night. So what I would do is I have these rinsed and draining in the sink. Just gonna put some grapes in these little snack packs. And these are good too if you're like, you know, as an adult, if you're watching your weight and you're trying to take little snacks to eat in between meals, healthy snacks, this would be a good idea for that as well. You could put carrots in here, whatever your kids like. Cucumbers cut up. I like to do like the apples and then take the little individual containers of the caramel dipping sauce. So I'm going to do a couple of these. And you can just have, you know, you can put little bins in your refrigerator that have like the snacks, the drinks, the sandwiches, the fruit. Like if you're sending a whole fruit. Also on those peanut butter sandwiches, if you like peanut butter and banana, I definitely probably would not freeze the banana on the sandwich. And again, I would send the banana to school whole. Again, you need to check with your school about the plastic knife, you know, if they can cut it up or whatever and put it on their sandwich if they like that kind of sandwich. So I would fill up a couple, you know, all of my grapes in these little snack size containers. Put all those in the refrigerator, and then your kids can just grab it, or in this case Matt and I could just grab one out, throw it in our lunch bag with our sandwich, and you know, we're well on our way to a healthy lunch. So I'm going to set this to the side, and let's see, what else did I have today? Some other ideas. Bring these over. It's just to get, if you can get yourself organized, and I'm going to try to start doing this on a weekend, you know, throw some peanut butter and something sandwiches in the freezer, because I do know that he likes that. And you know, even at home, if you don't feel like going in there and cooking, like yesterday we worked outside all day. We went out there really early and we spent a good portion of the day out there in the heat. And you know, you could just come in and get a quick sandwich. It's already made. You don't have to, you know, wash up and do all that stuff. And it would be, you know, healthy too, and give you some energy to go back outside and do some more work. But another thing that I like to do, and these are a little bit on the pricey side, so we don't do it a whole lot, these little pre-made salads. Because a lot of times you'll buy the lettuce, you'll buy the cucumber, the tomato, the cheese, the olives, whatever you want to put in yours. And a lot of times you'll make 1 or 2 salads and then your stuff goes to waste because you don't use it all up, and then you end up throwing it out because it goes bad. So sometimes it's more economical for me, because I'm that kind of person, to just buy the pre-made salads. And we found this brand in our grocery store and we like them. And it's the perfect size for me. It comes, like the one I got is the Santa Fe, and it's kind of got a spicy chicken in there, cheese, some roasted corn. It's got the salad dressing. I think it's got a little spoon or fork down in there with it. And then, you know, Matt picked the chicken Caesar. So we do these occasionally, and they're healthy and, you know, and filling. So you could take, you know, a salad. Now this is more for your adults or maybe your teenagers. I don't know what these kids eat nowadays, but, you know, just thinking about for me and Matt, this is kind of gearing toward us now. So that's another idea, and those are really good. And I think they were $4 for each salad. But like I say, when you buy all the ingredients and the salad dressing, and then you make 2 or 3 salads and then you just let it go bad, it's better for me to do it that way. Okay, so I usually like to get the individual packs of chips. This has 6 packs in it. They can just have your snack basket out in the kitchen somewhere, and each child can just grab whatever kind of chip they want to take in their lunch that day. So a lot of this is teaching them independence as well as helping you out with all the stuff that you have to get together in the morning. And if you've got multiple kids, you know it's a lot of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to set those over here. And let's see, I have more peanut butter because it was buy one get one free. The other thing, and Matt wanted these, he wanted some peanuts. So what I'll do is fill these little snack bags full of these little peanuts. I like these too, so you know, you can grab a little snack size of them, sit at home, eat your peanuts. Here again, check the peanut rule at your school. So this is a good, you know, for adults to take, you know, if you're sitting in your car at lunch, or you're, you know, you have a break room or something, or you just, you know, because that's what he likes, so that's what we got. So we'll make up some of those. And we also found these little apple caramel chips that look really good. I've never tried them, but they're like a kind of a dehydrated, I guess, type chip. And I'll probably use this bag and fill up all these little snack sizes with some of these. If I buy the large bags of chips, I just really don't like a stale chip. This is what these kind of look like. They're hard and they're crunchy, and but it's a, you know, healthier alternatives to some of the stuff that you might buy. Like sometimes, you know, I usually take something. I don't eat a big lunch. I might, you know, eat one of the little protein packs and drink water. But Matt will go like pick up, you know, a couple slices of pizza, and he's trying to do better. And I figure if I have all this stuff on hand for him, then he'll make better choices for his lunch. So he's going to have plenty of choices, and I'm going to try my hardest to continue this. Okay, so there are a couple of little snack size of the little, these are called apple chips, caramel. So hope they're good. I would eat one, but they're kind of chewy and crunchy, so I don't want to eat that right now. Let me wash that off my hand. I don't know if that's salt on them or what. It had some kind of a texture on them. Okay, and another snack that we got was this freeze-dried, or not freeze-dried, but like dehydrated pineapple, tropical pineapple. Now we've had this before, and it's good, and it's sweet. So if your sweet tooth is calling your name, you can put some of this. And if you don't eat it all, if it's too much sweetness, just keep it in your desk drawer. And then you can just grab one out when you need it. These little snack bags are really great for like taking little portion sizes of carrots, broccoli, raw broccoli, cucumbers, the little cherry tomatoes, grapes, anything like that. One more small little bag, and that one will be empty because I'm going to have to go back and fill all these other things up. So I'll have everything ready. And if you want to get your kids more involved, they can even help you when you're preparing a lot of this stuff. You know, get them in the kitchen and let them help you divide the little snacks up, or help you spread the peanut butter, or whatever kind of sandwich you're making. And it's important to do things like that with your kids, because you're making memories. So I'm going to set these four little snack packs back here. And another thing that we found yesterday, we thought, well, this would be good to take if you have, you know, if you're taking a sandwich and you just want something else to go with it and you don't feel like chips, or you want to eat something later in the day when that 3 o'clock clock starts ticking and saying, I'm hungry. We got some of this yogurt, and this is the Dannon brand, and it's got the fruit on the bottom, and then you mix it with the yogurt. And those looked really good last night for some reason. I'm not a big yogurt person, but for some reason these look really good. This one is cherry. It's got cherry on the bottom, and then you mix it in. So we're going to try those. And then I saw this, and I don't know if this is a French yogurt, a French style yogurt, and it was O-U-I, and I said, ooey. It's really wee, but I call it ooey. And this looks good. This is strawberry, and this is black cherry, and it also has the fruit on the bottom, and then you just mix it in. So those are just a few ideas that, you know, if your kids like yogurt, put it in their lunchbox. The older they get, the more mature their taste gets, and so they'll be more likely to like some of these other things. But like I say, I'm doing this for me and Matt, so, you know, trying to give you some ideas for your kids. But if you have this kind of stuff done in advance, like if you have a little bin in your refrigerator, and you can keep all the yogurts in there, all the cold vegetables that, you know, in the little snack bags, all the drinks in a little section, then they can just go. Or you can do it by name. You can put a bin for each child, and, you know, so that they can go in and say, no, it makes them feel like they're something special, because they have their own little stuff, and they have their own little sandwich bags in the freezer. So it's a good thing, I think, to do those kind of things for your kids. Well, the last thing I have today, and this is all because of the solar eclipse, is, y'all, I'm back at my candy melts again. Y'all know me and these candy melts. I'm going to turn into a candy melt. But I've got chocolate candy melts in here. Let me turn it back up a little bit so it can reheat. And I didn't want to go hog wild on this solar eclipse. You know, we do have our glasses, and Matt's work, they are closing early, so he's going to be here for it tomorrow. So we're probably just going to go sit out on the front porch and just sit there and just look around, because I don't know that I'll be bold enough to look up at the, oh, you can be this organized, Melissa. It's a good feeling. Like yesterday when we got all our yard work done, and it's so nice and pretty out there, and you just feel so much better. Now I just have to get it done on the inside. Okay, so I've got my chocolate melted. Let me show you. I went to the store and I bought some. Hold on, let me grab it real quick. Do you want to help Matt with the cookies, or just wait? Okay. Matt's waiting. But anyway, I went to the store and I just bought some yellow cookies. Let's just put it that way. The yellowest cookies I thought I could find. And I started, make sure I got that on there. I started to dip the cookies themselves in yellow candy melts, but I thought these look pretty yellow. Those look kind of like a sun. So these are Oreo Thins, and they're salted caramel, and I tasted one a while ago and they're really delicious. But anyway, I thought what I could do is show the different phases of the eclipse. So we've got the beginning. We got a little bit more coverage of our cookie moon. A little bit more coverage on this one. I guess I should go from that way to that way. So I'm going to dip another one. Let's see if we can go maybe halfway on this one. And I'm just kind of, and this will be cute to do with your kids, because I couldn't find much to do with this solar eclipse thing. So here we got us maybe a kind of a getting to the halfway point for our solar eclipse. I don't know which way it's coming. And then go a little bit further. Oh, we're getting there. I think this one might be the one. But these are really good cookies. They're salted caramel. They're the Oreo Thins. I think Oreo has about a bazillion kinds of Oreo cookies now. I didn't know there were so many. Alright, we're going to cover this whole thing. Y'all, a total eclipse of the heart or the cookie. So there's our total eclipse. Cover you back up. And you can, I've got a little bit more chocolate left. We can play dippity-doo all day, but I just wanted to do something to celebrate the eclipse that we're going to be having tomorrow. It's supposed to be coming through. Our area is supposed to be one of the really hot spots for it to be seen. So depending on what the weather's going to be, I know there's some iffiness about whether there's going to be cloud coverage. So anyway, if you are unable to be in an area that is going to be able to see the solar eclipse, I'm sure you can watch it on TV, but I don't want you to miss it. So this is what the solar eclipse is going to look like. I am the sun, and here is the moon. It's an eclipse, a total eclipse of the mat. Y'all, we did too much yard work yesterday, and we got too much sun. But anyway, I just wanted to share those few ideas. I know we all know how to make peanut butter and jelly, but you know, if you double wrap them, put them in a bag and then within another bag, and then freeze them, I think, and they won't last long. Even if your kids come home in the afternoon and say, "Can I have another peanut butter sandwich?" You know, they know where they are. So, but anyway, I hope some of those ideas might help somebody out there. And on that note, Matt and I are going to toast. Or say hello to everybody, Matt?
Hello, everybody.
You all right?
I'm okay.
All right. But happy Sunday. Everybody have it. The school starts here in our area, the areas that are closest to us, on Tuesday. So I hope everybody has a great, oh yeah, one other little thing before I forget. In your kids' lunches, put little notes, little sweet notes, or I'm thinking about you, because when I was younger, up to high school, I used to get like, this awful feeling. I'd go into the stores like the first part of July and they were already putting school stuff out, and it just like, let me have my summer, you know. It was just, you don't want to think about that. Hold on. So I have little riddles, little cutesy little jokes or riddles that I printed out. Things like this, or little notes, I'm thinking about you, I hope you're having a great day. That means so much to the kids. And I just write something down on a sticky note and stick it in there. Put something under their breakfast plate in the morning when you're fixing them their first day of school breakfast. But anyway, that's another idea that you can throw in their lunchbox. So when you get these jokes in your lunch next week, you laugh.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go, and I'm going to finish all this up, and we're going to toast to the total eclipse tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye. Thank you for watching our silliness.